Hi everyone, today I want to dedicate a whole video to Neo4j's Cypher MCP server. Now, if you're not already aware, MCP servers or Model Context Protocol servers are used for making it easier for AI agents to interface with other systems. Namely, for the Cypher MCP server, it is to allow you to work with Neo4j databases, one or more, with existing AI agents or agentic tools like Cursor, Windsurf, Claude Desktop. Now, why would you want to use this particular server? One is you don't have to learn Cypher, a graph query language, and also you don't need to know anything about graph data models. The agent will handle writing Cypher for you, so it will take your natural language prompts, questions, statements, and convert it to Cypher statements to interface with the database. And if there's an existing data model, or if one needs to be created, again, the agent will kind of manage that for you. This particular server has only 3 tools. First one is get Neo4j schema. This retrieves any data model schema that already exists in the database. So, nodes, what types there are, types of relationships, properties of nodes, properties of relationships. This will be all given to an agent. Next, we have read Neo4j Cypher. This is, as it sounds, is for reading any data from a Neo4j database. And then lastly, we have write Neo4j Cypher, which is for writing data to the database. Now, this server can run with 2 platforms. So first is Astral's UV, which is a virtual environment and dependency management service. And you can also run the server in a Docker container, in which case you can just use the Docker command. You do need, of course, one or the other of these systems running on your target device. So if you're on your laptop, you have to have UV installed if you're going with the UV route. If you're using Docker, you have to have Docker installed to run that option. Okay, jumping into Visual Studio Code with Copilot, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this up locally. So I'm going to create a new VSCode folder and a mcp.json file. You can go to the MCP Neo4j Cypher repo, and if you scroll down, there's an example of the MCP server's config that you can add. And this needs to be all in opening and closing braces. And for Visual Studio Code, this needs to be servers. All right, so once you've pasted and added your correct credentials, then what you can do is right here, there's the little text buttons here. You can click Start from here. Once it is running, you can go to the chat window and start interfacing with the database. Because my database is empty, I'm going to ask to add a node named Jason. Great, it says it was added, so I'm going to check my database real quick to see if that is true, and it is indeed true. Great, okay, so simple use case. Now, because the Cypher server is namespace, you can actually add multiple instances here. So we can just copy this, and instead of another local database, we can connect it to a remote movies database, and the credentials for this read-only database is actually here in the README as well. So let's grab all this here. Okay, you can see here it's got namespace movies, and I could actually add that here as well. So now I could start this database as well. Start them both. Okay, what is the most recent movie? Okay, older wedding gift, older movie dataset. So now, because I'm accessing 2 different databases through the servers, what I can do is I can actually do things like move data across, right? So let's see, add the wedding gift movie data to my local database. Great, so I can see this node appeared here. So you can see where you can start to do some interesting combinations between databases. You can pull in data, and you can add to it, and shift things around. All right, so that's a quick run through of Neo4j's MCP Neo4j Cypher server and some of the things you can do with it. My name is Jason Koo. Thank you for watching. I hope that was useful for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.